stoked to have you here tonight. I don't even think I need to introduce this guy, but we will anyhow. Troy and I were arguing over who's going to introduce him, and I mean, you guys know Pete, Sneaky Pete, from everywhere in the vape space, doing videos and selling vapes and hitting shows, and we're just stoked to have you here, Pete. Man, you've been around a long time, and I've always respected your opinion. You're one of the few people that when I go to write a review, I'll make
Hmm.
sure I've looked at whatever you put out first if you have, because I don't want to miss something. And there's aren't many people out there, but you're one of the ones that I make sure I go check first, man. You do great work, bud.
Well, that's funny. I appreciate that, and it's funny. There's a loop going on because I kind of do the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just like if I'm gonna review something, it's like, what did these guys say? Do they got any thing I missed or anything that I want to cover that I forgot about? Right?
Right.
It's good to know. I mean, you guys are both experts, right? So I mean, and not only that, I think there's a big difference between owning a lot of apes and assessing a lot of apes. You know what I'm saying? When you're really
Yeah.
looking at them and considering this aspect, this aspect, this aspect. It's a little bit different than just having a monster collection. But you guys both have collections that dwarf mine, anyways. So
There's a weird territory there though. Like when you have the perspective of hundreds and hundreds of vapes, little nuances and little subtle differences between experiences and vapor and all those things really start to differentiate. And then
yeah,
trying to convey those things to people that only have two or three vapes sometimes gets a weird, like, almost like snobbery to it. And like I never want to embrace like, oh, I've got 300 vapes. I never want to get to that weird snobbery.
yeah. Well,
To
I
me,
noticed too. There's like, I don't think it's just vapes, but I certainly notice it in vapes as well as like tribalism. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I like this, you like this. No, no, no. That somehow challenges what I like. And it's
yeah,
just like people choose their teams and stuff like that, and it's just like, man, I'm not on a team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like this, I like that, I like this, I like, or some devices, I like this about this one, I like this about that one, or I don't like this about that one. But you do notice that just this like, oh, you like the vat bong? Well, then that means you hate the hot rod or something. It's like, no, I don't. I like them
yeah.
both.
That's weird, and I get really discouraged by that type of society, and it's actually one
Yeah.
of the reasons I kind of set up the 420 Vape Zone Discord, and we've been building the community in a more objective way where we avoid vape politics and we avoid that vape cult kind of
Yeah.
tribalism.
That's what it is. Yeah, it is. And it's, and I don't really know what it is. I just think that's the way that the world is just being geared towards, man. It's just this us and theming of every possible thing. You know what I mean? Like take sports rivalries from like 50 years ago and then just build that for 50 years kind of thing.
When I notice that I have people that are just hating on me, I take that as like, well, look, it probably means I'm doing something right. Like
Yeah.
I'm
That's
getting
right.
people's attention at least, you know?
I know. I know. It's like it's a weird like flex basically. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I got some people like, oh, hey honey, there's someone that really hates me on the internet here, check that out. But it's true, right? I mean, it's just like it's the way it is, man. If you like, I have never seen a single YouTube channel big, well, once you get past a certain point, that doesn't have some people talking crap. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't get it. I mean, I really hope I don't engage in that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even like disliking videos. Like for me to dislike a video, it has to be egregious. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
there has to be
Right.
something like truly
Yeah.
reprehensible about it. I'm just like, no, no, because I don't like getting my videos disliked. Nobody likes that stuff, right? So it's like I try not to do it myself. I mean, it's a little hypocritical, right? If you're just like throwing out the dislikes and then disliking the dislikes, you know what I mean? Like pick a lane, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pick a lane. Pick the like lane. You know what I'm saying? Pick the like lane, man.
What about comments? When people leave shitty comments on your stuff, do you ever dislike those shitty comments?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because it's just like that's the thing. It depends what the comment is. If someone's like, say you're like the mighty, if someone's just like, oh, I hate this thing. It's ugly and it's got so much plastic. Fair enough. That's your opinion. Like that, I don't have a problem with that. You can state your opinion all day long, but it's just like, oh, this guy's an idiot. He has no idea what he's talking about. It's just like, well, then that's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like now you're talking
Hmm.
about me personally, and I always just like you know, whatever happened to the idea of just like, if you don't like something, just like go somewhere else, look somewhere else, watch a different, like, you know what I mean? Like, did we forget this kind of things? Like, no, no, no. You need to know how I feel about this. And it's real negative and it's about you. And it's just like, what's the deal, man? Like, I
You
don't know.
you'll see someone come in, they'll leave a shitty comment on one of your videos, and then 18 minutes later they leave a shitty comment on a different video, and then 13 minutes later they leave a shitty comment on a third video. It's like, you're hating me, but you're watching all my shit. What are you doing?